given I cosecant alpha is equal to 13 over 5, and then note that alpha is less than pi but bigger than pi over 2. At the same time, tangent of beta is negative 3 over 4, noting that beta is less than 2 pi and then less than or greater than or equal to 3 pi over 2. So what we need to find is what is the value of sine alpha minus beta. So any suggestion? Oh, you have an answer. The first idea. So note immediately that from cosecant alpha equals 13 over 5, sine alpha is equal to 5 over 13. Do you agree? Diba, sine and cosecant, they are reciprocals. So 5 over 13. So what can we do after that? We have to find sine beta. But how, knowing that this is what we have to find, what should we do first? So you're correct, we will be using the beta, but what is sine of alpha minus beta? Think about the topic. Ano gagawin dyan? This is still under the same topic. What is sine of alpha minus beta? Sine alpha cos beta minus cosine alpha and then sine beta. Question? But we applied the identity. So from here, we just need to find the individual sine and cosine values. Sine alpha is already known. Right? It's 5 over 13. But what is cosine beta, cosine alpha, and sine beta? Let's start with filling up the alphas. Okay? Because we already have sine alpha is equal to 5 over 13. What should be the cosine of alpha? How do we find the cosine of alpha? Pythagorean. Okay. Remember the definition of sine. The sine is y over r. Cosine is x over r. And the relationship of x, y, and r is that x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. Oh, we already know the y and the r. X squared plus, ang y natin ay 5 squared equals 13 squared. So x squared plus 25 is equal to 169. X squared is equal to 169 minus 25. What is 169 minus 25? 144. The special number. X must be equal to 12. Algebraically, plus and minus 12. But we need a measurement, a size, a length. So we have to consider 12. Okay. So if x is equal to 12, then cosine of alpha is equal to x over r. So this is 12 over 13. So that is what we need. Okay. So going back, we can now supply the value of cosine alpha. So this is 12 over 13. Actually, the next time that you see these numbers, yung 5, 12, 13, they are known as Pythagorean triples. Lagi magkakasama yan. Kung yung R nyo ay 13. So, pag nakita nyo 5, 12 na yung isa. Pag nakita nyo 12, tapos R ay 13, 5 na kagad yung isa. Okay? But if you will not remember that, you can always go back to x squared plus y squared equals R squared.
Wait, sir, sa cosine alpha po, sir, negative po o positive?
Ha?
Yung cosine alpha po, sir.
Cosine
Alpha.
Okay, so hindi pa natin nalagyan ng mga signs. Okay, so there was a note, okay, because we need to know, we need to take note that alpha is between pi over 2 to pi. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Asan ba ang pi over 2 hanggang pi? Diba ang pi over 2 is equivalent to 90. Ang pi ay 180. So, saan quadrant yung alpha natin?
Second.
Nasa second. Okay? Sa second quadrant, ang cosine ay negative. So once we put the number, then we have to take note that this number must be negative. Okay? So that's the use of the additional information. Yung sign, we don't need to check if it's positive or negative because the cosecant is already positive. So sign is automatically positive. Okay, now we go to the cosine of beta. The known information is tangent of B is equal to negative 3 over 4. Okay, tangent, diba may SOHCAHTOA, may XYR. Ano yung XYR version nito pag tangent?
5.
Diba kung cosine ay x over r, sine ay y over r, tangent ay y over x. Okay? So, apply natin ulit yung x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. So, the negative sign, you can place it, you have to choose. You put it on the 3, you put it on the 4, it doesn't matter. Okay? But make sure that you only put it on a single number. Wag sabay. So, let's say we have negative 3 and then squared plus 4 squared is equal to r squared. So, we have 9 plus 16 is equal to r squared. R squared is equal to 25. Therefore, r must be equal to 5. We can now neglect the negative 5. Okay, because it's a radius. So, we have, again, take note, r is equal to 5. So, cosine of B. Saang quadrant muna tayo? Three pi over 2 ay 270. Tama? So, nasa fourth quadrant. Okay? Sa fourth quadrant, ang cosine ay positive, ang sine ay negative. So, cosine of B, x over r. X ay 4. And then, we have over 5. Okay? Positive. So, by the way, dun sa pag-substitute kanina, I think we place dun sa pag-substitute dito, although we will get the same number, dapat ito yung sa y, ha? Ito yung sa x. Nabaliktad lang. Okay? But we will get the same number. 4 over 5. And sine beta will be 3 over 5 pero negative. Okay? And then all we need is to do is to simplify. Okay? So tama yung values natin. sine y is negative 3. Tama naman. Okay, so let's simplify this. 5 over 13 times 4 over 5 will be equal to 4 over 13. Or if you want to keep the denominator 5 times 13, that is equal to 65. Tama? And then, we work on the signs. Merong minus, negative, negative. That's minus, positive. So, minus lang siya. 12 times 3 ay 36. And then, 13 times 5, 65. And to simplify, we have negative 16 over 65. Okay? Validate natin. So, same with the answer key. Okay, do you have any question? Okay.